scarier stuff than that.
Maybe we'll decide to get buried here.
Just a bit outside.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Sounds like, no man, I prefer cats.
So say good night to the bad guy.
Now let's all get drunk and play ping pong.
Alright, Classic Joey Mac back again. I ran out of room on the last video. I was trying to do my division winners and win totals, and also put my playoff predictions in there as well. Couldn't do it. But just for those that didn't see the other video, I'd like to recap this time in order of actually their positioning and seeding of what I think is going to happen and who will win the division and wild card. Let's start with the American League this time. My overall record, the best record in baseball, will be the Tampa Bay Rays at 99 wins, your American League East winner. They will be facing off against the AL Central champs, which will be Minnesota. They will get 88 wins, according to me. So those two will go up head-to-head, Tampa Bay and Minnesota. Then it will be Seattle, your AL West winner, will take on the wild card Yankees. The American League West, I think, will be won with 93 wins. I think Seattle gets 93 wins. I think the Yankees get 98 wins to win the wild card. Now we'll move to the National League East. I think Phillies get the best record in the NL with 92 wins. Not to be a homer, but I do believe they are still the best team in the National League. They take on your St. Louis Cardinals, the National League Central champs, who will get 90 wins. The NL West, the next matchup, will be the Colorado Rockies, the National League West Division champions, with 91 wins, taking on those pesky Florida Marlins with 88 wins, which is the wild card winner. Now, for the matchups and how many games it takes and who eventually becomes the World Series champs. Let's see here. We'll start with the American League as well. Tampa Bay versus Minnesota. I think Tampa Bay beats them in 4. My rationale is that Minnesota has a good enough team to win their division, the American League Central. They absolutely have nothing, to move on past the first round. I'm sorry, with the way the American League is set up right now, the Twins are just not good. They're not good enough. They're good, but they're not good enough to win anything in the playoffs, I guess is my point. So Tampa Bay beats them in 4. Seattle versus the Yankees. I actually think the Yankees just smoke them and just sweep them. I think that, in 3 games, they absolutely beat them. I think Seattle is kind of a fraud. I'm picking them. I don't want to sound like a bandwagon jumper. I just don't see anyone else in that division that could possibly win. I think when Cliff Lee comes back, and they kind of get, stabilized over there, I don't know. I just don't see any other person in that division, or any other team in that division that can win. So, Yankees beat them in 3. Moving on to the National League. Phillies versus St. Louis. I actually think that this goes to 5. And I only think the reason it goes to 5 is because of the pitching of the Cardinals. I know I picked them to go kind of farther than they did last year. I still think that they're a good team. I think they're a playoff, caliber team, and I think that they can really do some damage. I don't see them getting by the Phils, though. So Phils in 5. Colorado versus Florida, which I actually think will be a very entertaining series. I actually think that goes to 5 as well. I think the Rockies ultimately pull off the win. But I think it'll be very entertaining. A lot of offense, not a whole lot of good pitching, a lot of tense moments, a lot of good TV, I think, to watch. So let's go to our league championship games. Tampa Bay Rays and the Yankees. It will be a bloodbath series. It will be really good. It's going to be great pitching. I think a lot of drama. I think it goes down to 6 games, however, and I think the Tampa Bay Rays do win. I do not see the Yankees going back to back. And if there's apparently anything I'm good at, it's predicting people who can't win. I just can't predict winners, according to last year. I think Tampa Bay wins. I just think they beat the Yankees in 6. I think it'll be a great series. I think the Yankees show up. I just think, a young, hungry team. This isn't Detroit of, 5 years ago, where they made it, and they were just so green that they just couldn't win. They would never be able to win. And then they never really made it, back. I see Tampa Bay actually, 2 years ago, they lost to the Phillies. No experience, really, whatsoever. They got their experience. Last year, kind of fell apart. Didn't know what happened to them. They have all this talent. This year, I see them coming back, and I see them getting to the World Series and beating the Yankees, the New York Yankees, the defending World Series champs, in 6 games. Now, we go down to the Phillies versus the Rockies. Another good series, kind of shades of a couple years ago when the Rockies, beat the Phils in the playoffs. I don't see that happening this time. I basically see a good Rockies team going against a great Phillies team, and I have nothing but respect for the Rockies and their manager, their players, everything. I just see us beating them in 6 games and returning to the World Series 3 years in a row. I'm going out on a limb. I don't want to come across as a homer because I didn't, the hilarious part is that I've predicted the Phillies to lose the World Series the last 2 years, and 1 year they won, and the last year they did lose. I predicted that right, even though it hurt. I'd love to see the Phillies win again. So I'm predicting a repeat of the 2008 World Series with Tampa Bay and the Philadelphia Phillies, and I am going to pick the Phillies to lose again 3 years in a row. I'm predicting that my Philadelphia Phillies lose. It sucks, but I think Tampa Bay's going to win the World Series. I know I said this last year with the Angels, but this year I think I have a better feeling. I think the Tampa Bay is just a much more complete team. I think they won't let their nerves get them this year. I just don't see the Phillies. I think the Phillies will probably lose for all the same reason they lost last year. They have Halladay, which is great. Cole Hamels doesn't show me, anything yet that proves to me that we have a great 1-2 punch. I'm like, Joe Blanton is your stereotypical third, pitcher. He's average. I'm like, whereas, Tampa Bay, I feel like is trotting out a lot of really, young, good starters. And they're, some of them are just would blow away people like Joe Blanton. I like J Happ. He's good. Jamie Moyer is just, it's so ridiculous that he's even in the rotation. And I just think the Phillies have just too many weaknesses. Ibanez is getting older, I hate to say it. And I just don't see it. I think injuries are plaguing the Phillies now, and I don't see. I'm like a lot of people. I don't see Lidge coming back and blowing away people anymore. Call me skeptical, but I'm really I'm trying to get in, I guess, with like these really hot states, with their chicks, I guess. Even though I'm engaged. Like last year, I'm going to the Cali girls. This year, I'm down in the down in Florida, I guess. I don't know. But the people in Philly probably hate me. But Phillies lose. Sorry, guys. Tampa Bay wins in 6. Revenge for 2008. And that'll do it. Alright, I'm Classic Joey Mac. Out, guys. Let's hear your comments. Let's hear it.